What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is 4K Motoring. I'm Chris, and behind me is our 2018 Nissan Titan XD. What we're going to do today is a simple installation. We got sent a product from a company called Screen Protech. As you might have guessed, they make screen protectors for the interior of vehicles. Now, this seems to be a problem specifically with the later generation Titan that has the bigger screen, the 2020 and up Titans, with the larger 9-inch screen. My truck is equipped with the 7-inch screen from Nissan. This was the biggest one at the time. They've obviously since gotten bigger. Not so much of an issue with these that I've heard, but obviously any factory system is prone to scratching. Any screen, all these new electronic screens, it's very easy to scratch them, and once you scratch them, you're kind of stuck. So a very simple and economical way to protect your vehicle with a kit like this, just to protect your screen, just like you do with your cell phone, to make sure it doesn't get damaged and it stays looking new, regardless of what kind of abuse you throw at it. It's a pretty easy installation. They have a really good system for making sure that you download the installation videos and manuals before you do it. We'll go ahead and run through the install. It should be pretty clean, and I'll show you how it turns out. The kit here is pretty simple. It does have multiple ways to contact them and find video instructions, but right here before you open it is a tag that stresses to read the directions first to make sure the install is done correctly. We're going to go ahead and break that seal, and actually we're going to move this sticker so we have it. We've already pulled it up on our phone. It goes right to the right website. We're going to go ahead and see we've got a spray bottle inside that you'll add a spray solution to. You've got all of your small adhesive, and we've got various microfiber cloths, squeegees, and accessories built inside. As we move inside, we can see our screen here. This has no protector on it. It's a couple years old, but we don't touch it a whole lot, so it still looks like it's in relatively decent condition. You can kind of see the matte texture on it already, how much reflection it has from the windows. Not a whole lot, so we're in pretty good shape there. Okay, obviously before any installation, we're going to go ahead and clean the screen really well. Go ahead and, per the directions, we're going to clean it a couple ways. First, we just want to make sure that this screen itself is free of any oils, fingerprints, anything like that. Get it a good clean. So we're going to use our favorite glass cleaner that we clean this with all the time. And we're going to go ahead and just make sure we're cleaning the entire surface. A little overspray is fine. We can take care of that stuff later. And then, as I always like to do, I go back with the dry side and go ahead and re-wipe. Make sure we're getting all the creases and corners. What it recommends doing is going ahead and spraying it again and then using the squeegee to really clean it off. At that point, I'm pretty content that we have a clean screen. Something I find important to note is that this stuff usually works best in warmer temperatures, right? That makes it easier to apply this stuff because the vinyl, the material here does stay a little bit softer. It's easier to install. So make sure you have a warmer day, at least 60 degrees or so, to apply this. Don't try and do it when it's super cold. This stuff tends to not be very compliant. If you guys have ever done any vinyl installs, you know the typical way to go about this is once you peel the film off, there's adhesive on the back of this. We want to spray that adhesive with a solution that basically lets us apply it and squeeze out all the bubbles so we get a good installation. What we typically use is a little 1/4 teaspoon dish soap and water mixture. Now we have our own spray bottle from our vinyl installation, but it's the same idea. We're going to go ahead and spray the screen, spray the back of this, so make sure it's a nice slick installation, and then we will go ahead and squeegee the rest out. Okay, and we can see we can kind of go beyond the edges here to get the screen to fit fully and get it to sit flat. We're then going to go with a squeegee and make sure we get out all the bubbles. And then we want to make sure kind of finally that it's centered. and that it is down on all the edges. All right, they sent us this nice squeegee to go with it. Make sure we're tucking the edges. We can then take our cloth if we need to and clean up some of this overspray, because this soap residue is not going to hurt anything, but it will kind of dry and leave marks sometimes. Okay, and there we are. We are done with the screen protector installation. Let you guys see the glossiness of it. How this is not the matte protector, this is the gloss protector. It's nice and smooth. Doesn't have a lot of reflection, does offer a little bit more than the stock screen, so you might want to go with a matte protector if you have a lot of light coming in or a lot of glare issues normally. But from where we're sitting, from our driver's position, I think this is going to be about perfect. And we can go ahead, turn the truck on, and take a look at it. Pretty easy to see. Now, something I do like about this kit as well is that not only does it come with that screen protector, that's the one that's really going to get a lot of attention and a lot of fingerprints on it and a lot of potential for damage. Comes with that protector, but it also comes with a protector for your dash screen. So this is one that people generally don't have a lot of issue with because it doesn't get touched a whole lot. It's not a touchscreen thing, but it does usually sit in a downward trajectory that stuff can fall on it and damage it. And again, that's not something you're going to be able to easily replace. So this kit also comes with a set of vinyl to cover that. So we're going to go ahead and do the same process. Should be pretty easy. First, we're going to spray it and clean it. I love invisible glass. It seems to work for just about everything. It's one of my go-to products. And we can see where our screen actually lies here. Go ahead, clean it, make sure we have all the oils, everything off the glass that could potentially interfere with adhesion. Okay, let's go ahead and do our soapy water spray. Make sure to apply that very liberally. It's fine to have it kind of soaking because it actually helps us place these pre-cut pieces. And if you find it sticking a little bit right away, even another spray just because this is a big piece. Go ahead, while applying some pressure to it, go ahead and start getting this squeegee going. And you can start in a point kind of from the center and work down and out. And then again from the center, work up. Now it's worth mentioning, the included kit comes with this little squeegee which has a nice edge on it. It's pretty good for a variety of usage, but they recommend in the instructions to also use a towel to wrap around the edge of it to give it kind of a slick surface to not scratch. What I use is a vinyl installation kit that I got from Amazon that has a bunch of these squeegees that have a fabric adhesive pads that go on them that basically do the same thing or a little bit easier to work with. I'll include a link for them down below. So we have pretty well installed our screen protector on our dash here, as well as the screen protector, the one that we mostly needed here on the infotainment center. There's not one for all these other little pieces, which is fine. These are the ones that are going to face really the most abuse. And this is a really well-cut kit and a well-supplied kit that I'm very happy with and have no real complaints. We'll definitely have to give these a couple hours to really dry. A lot of the vinyl stuff takes about a day to really make sure all the adhesive and any of the fluid that might be remaining on the back side of it, all the moisture, really dries out to give a clean appearance. But already it's looking great. The only negative I have right now is that the gloss screen protector here does glare a little bit more than the factory one did. So if you're ordering one, make sure you get the matte screen protector. I think that will serve you a whole lot better. I want to send a big thank you to ScreenProTech for sending this kit. Again, hopefully you guys have found this useful. I'm going to leave a link to this kit below, as well as the one for the later generation Titan with the bigger screen that is much more prone for scratches. Like I said, I'll leave that down below. If you're interested in that vinyl installation kit that I got, I'll leave that down below as well. That's a very cheap Amazon one, but I've used it when I did my multi-strata vinyl wrap, and it has been phenomenal to work with. It has all the pieces you'll need for any vinyl installation, not just this kit. The Protech kit does come with everything you will actually need, and the instructions are really good. Make sure you go ahead and pull up that QR code. I'll leave all the instructions down below just to make sure you have a good installation yourself, and you should be easily able to do this at home. Hopefully you guys have found this information useful. If you have, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. We're definitely gonna have some more for the Titan coming up. If there's anything specific you wanna check out on this Titan, we have a couple specific requests for the running light turn signals and some of the tailgate light bars. If you have any specific requests, stuff you want to see and see the installation on, let me know. I'll see if I can make it happen and do a video for you guys. Otherwise, stay tuned and we'll be back soon.